Oh man. All right, guys. We are back doing a nice night stream for you guys. Just wanted to see what the market would what would happen in the market, going into the night. Um, we're seeing Bitcoin, pull off really strong. We just saw this 40K, at 4 o'clock. Um 4 o'clock, and then, what was this on July 26th, around the 27th? Golly. Yeah. So yeah, this 40K, and then we're retesting this 40K, good signs on this 4 hour. Um, but we're still sitting here at this, this 39. Bitcoin is really having a lot of trouble breaking through this 40K resistance. And like I said, you know, if we can break through, it's right here, guys. We're right here. If we can break through this 40K mark, we're definitely going to be seeing, this explosion that everyone is talking about on Twitter and everywhere, right? But we're having so much trouble breaking through this 40K. I'm thinking that it might take a few more days, maybe a few more weeks. We'll see. We saw this bounce down yesterday, after seeing this 40K. Look at this clip down, down to these 37 levels, which was a good sign because we retested on this 37 EMA right here, this 20-day EMA, which is at the 37K level. If and we tested off of it, and that's a really good sign that we pushed to the upside. As far as, if we're actually gonna be shooting to the upside, this was a good time to capture, because we retested off of this 20, and we're successful off of it. Seeing this RSI, we only captured right here in the 50, the 50th percentile of the RSI, and we rose up, and we're above the 70 level, and so hopefully we can just continue to shoot up, from this point. Don't know how long it's gonna take, and like I said, in previous videos, is that we might continue to see this sideways channel, bouncing off of this 37, and then seeing this shoot off to the upside. Really hoping that we can just clip over this upside, because I'm in right now, and I think a lot of people are in right now once we saw this crossover, this 200 EMA right here, after this 33. Once we saw that and we got confirmation going back into the daily, once we got this confirmation shooting over this 33, 34 levels right here. See, this is why we're struggling, because if you look at the macro, right? Take a look at the daily. Right here, this 100-day is sitting right at this 40K, right? And we have all of this resistance at this 40K, heavy resistance right here at this 40K. Once we can break through that and cross over this 100-day, hopefully within the next few days, or within the next, hopefully we don't see another breakdown. We've only been seeing bullish candles on the daily, since, early, what is that, last week, right? Last Tuesday, is when and Wednesday is when we started seeing, it's just all bullish candles from Bitcoin. And yeah, so we're testing off of this 100-day right here, and this 40K level. And let's zoom out again. Let's go to the weekly. So this is where we're at. If we clip over this 44 right here on this weekly, if we clip over this 44 right here, 44.5, and we just continue, we're just going to continue to shoot up from there. And then we have this next resistance at this 60K. We have this next resistance at this 60K, but we can, the thing is that there's so much resistance here at these 44, 45 levels. You know, just because of this moving average, this EMA, this 20 EMA. If we can shoot past this and we shoot past this 40K resistance, we're just going to see a green dildo all the way to the top. And who knows exactly how much that looks like. You know, whether that's 100K, 80K, you know, 90K, 100K. I don't know. No one really knows exactly how much, you know, people are really going to pump this, you know, all the way to the moon, hopefully. But yeah, that's what we're looking at with Bitcoin. And so let's jump into this we'll go to the 45 on this Ethereum. So the reason why we're seeing, you know, these price drops right now, these small little pullbacks, is because we're retesting off of these levels. These, if you see right here, let me try to just zoom in a little bit more. So we're testing off of these levels right here, this 20-day and the 50-day moving average, and also the 100-day, all overlapping. All right. And then we also have this resistance that's formed here at this 24 level, right? So we're kind of sitting in this sideways channel between this 24, 25 level right here. You can see that on this pitchfork, 25. And then down here we have this 22, 2300. We're going to continue to bounce off of these levels until we can break through this 2400 resistance here. If we break through this 2400 resistance level here, then we're going to see another shoot up to this 25. Once we get through that 25, we're going to see this test off of this 27, right? And so let's zoom out again. Let's go to the 4 hour. So this is what we're looking at right now. This 24, right? This is the previous high since this rundown, this higher low, and so, or this higher high. And so if we can bounce off of here, right? Just look at these EMAs, guys. Look at this clip, right? Under all of these EMAs, and that's when we started to shoot down, right? Because we tested off of these and we failed. Tested off of this one, failed, and then we tested off of this one, and then we had this run, you know, this short little run on this 100-day, and then we continue to test for about 4 days or so, and failed because we couldn't break through, and then we shot down from there. And so when you look at what's happening right now, you know, we continue to, we rose up, right? Clearing this 20, clearing this 50. We always are going to retest these EMAs through the bear market, through these sideways channels, right? But once we break through these sideways channels is when we actually start to see things start to really moon up. All right. So let's try to clear this 2400. Like I said, hopefully we can test off of it, off of this 20-day moving average. And if we can test off of that 20 and be successful in the 4 hour, and the daily, same thing. Like I said, we have this EMA at this 2500. which is where you're seeing this upper resistance level of this pitchfork, this 25 is leveled with this 100-day. And so if we can break through this, is when we're going to start to see things start to rise up. Once we get into these upper levels, we'll have this next resistance at this 28, 29. If we can break through that, we're not going to have much trouble getting up to this 34, 35. So we should be seeing, within, hopefully within a matter of the next few days. It took, what is this? 6 days, right, to get from this 200-day cross up into this, over these 20-day and the 50-day. Took about 6 days. Hopefully in the next, if we can bounce off of this resistance right here, it should just take a few days from that point, to really just hit this 25 and to go up from there. Looking at Bitcoin dominance, right? So it's kind of counterintuitive, but when Bitcoin dominance is reaching these, 60%, 55 to 60% levels, we've actually been seeing in the market that the market is actually healthier when Bitcoin has a higher dominance. And so if we can break through this 55 on the dominance, right? This is our tell of how long it'll really take for Bitcoin and for Ethereum, for all of these alts to start to shoot up right here. If we can break through this in the next few days, and hopefully people will just start flooding the market from there. And when people flood the market is when you start clapping your hands and going, yeah, we're going to the moon, baby. Because that's just what it is. That's just what it is, guys. So I don't know what else you guys want me to review on here. But as far as, Bitcoin and Ethereum's health, looking pretty good. As long as we can stay above these levels and not take this another drop down from this 22 to this 2000 retest and fail from there, then we should, hopefully we just continue to see this uptick to this 24, 25, and we'll hopefully be successful and test off of these and make some gains. All right, guys. Be careful. The market is extremely crazy right now because you could either be making a lot, you could be losing a lot, you could, have diamond hands and say fuck it. But for me, I like to trade. So this, everything that I do is more particularly for traders looking to make these, these bigger gains in the short term, right? And then just being careful, set your stop losses, and then make sure that if there's another opportunity, at these lower levels, that we can then re-enter, right? And just be smart about it. Do your research. My strategies might not work for you, but they've been working for me. I've been making a lot of money, by just looking at what's happening in the market and, not just, like I said, buying these dips. It's not about buying the dips, right? Because you can continue to buy these dips at lower levels, but if you can capture, here, right, or even capturing here after seeing confirmation, or instead of just buying here, capture here because you see confirmation. Guys, this is a long-term game, and if you aren't careful, then you might not see your money come back to you. And I like to see money come back to me all the time, right? Because then it allows me to continue with my pattern of success, right? All right, I hope you guys learned something new, and I hope you guys set your stop losses careful, right? We're having serious trouble getting through this 40K. And if we don't get through this 40K, let's just look at what happened, right? We tested out this 40K, and we failed, right? And we saw this drop, about 13% drop, I believe it was, 10%, 12%, whatever it was, yesterday. And so if you can read that, right? Like we're printing bearish right now. We're seeing a slight pullback, still hovering this 39.7. But set your stop losses, because if it, you could set a stop loss for, I'm not a financial advisor and I can't tell you what to do, but you can capture some extra money by setting stop losses and then re-entering at lower levels if it does fail again, right? Learn, and then you start to earn, and you start to earn in optimal levels instead of just earning, through diamond handing and praying that things are going to get better. Actually take the time to understand what you're investing in and how you're going to create a strategy that works best for your situation, right? This works best for me. And like I said, this makes me money. So, yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And I hope you guys continue to get more and more gains. Let's go, baby.